How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Good.
So when you read the script, what was your to your episodes, your wonderful episode? What was your reaction to your character's relationship?
I was shocked. I really was.
I think everybody was a little shocked because nobody saw it coming.
And not just that, it was like not only just, by the way, Tala needed something, so I was like happy for her, but like it wasn't just that she was dating John, it was like what was actually happening. Then all of a sudden she's like injury happening, has broken bones and all this stuff, so it was, it was like turning the pages, I'm like, what? This is wild.
And I think that was the first time in that scene where he tried to tell me it's not going to work. John he was really hurt.
Right.
You know, he wasn't just like whatever. He really wanted to try to figure it out. So I was shocked that relationship was going on.
And I was wondering that because essentially we've never seen you cry. You're such a tough cookie. And I was wondering because I was wondering like that looks like it's for the first time your strength is your weakness.
Right.
And
it is.
Yeah. So I was wondering how you kind of thought about that and what will that mean for Tala? Is that going to happen?
I remember when I read the script, and then the second time around when I read it, I was like trying to figure out like what are we trying to do here? What is Tala trying to do? Like she's in love with John, but there's something underneath that, obviously, because there's always something under the surface of what we're all trying to do or say or be. And I think the hard part is I think she loves him so much, or she ends up connecting him and loving him so much that she doesn't want to hurt him, so she wants to walk away from it, which is really true love. You know what I mean? And I just remember when I was before getting into it, it was more just like what is Tala really trying to do here? And I think it's she wants to be with him, but she doesn't want to hurt him.
So then is there more to that storyline?
We don't know.
We don't. Yeah.
It seems like a lot of fans and people
are liking it, so hopefully, and we have fun doing it together.
Yeah.
But it's also an interesting thing. It's like any show when you like a couple together, when there's because of my strength, that's a big hurdle we're gonna have to adjust. So the fact that we have that to play with.
You just see John in the
Solison, he's in Soleil.
Soleil trying to figure out gravity. But John is smarter. Maybe that's it. He cracks gravity to figure out how he can deal with.
He's gonna make a gadget. He's gonna make a gadget.
You gotta try, some sort of. I said this: if he can make Isaac human to get it in with Dr. Finn, I can make my love life work.
Right.
Now, I'm curious, when you went from the bridge to the engineering, you had the big promotion. Was that difficult making that transition or do you have a preference for, did you like working the console?
I'll say this, it was very fun being at the front with Scotty. I think that first half of that season was really fun and special. And I do miss being on the bridge. John still has
you guys need to know though, we have a thing, bridge days are the longest working days.
Don't miss
coverage.
I don't.
So when you didn't, Penny made sure she was never on the bridge from the beginning. She knows that, like she's a seasoned actor. She's like, oh no, I think the doctor would be downstairs. I was like, you.
So I don't miss. No, it's fine. I don't miss long bridge days, but I do miss bridge days. It's weird because you're all there.
Because everyone's there together, but they're long.
But engineering was dope. The new set they built for engineering was so special. John had his own team down there. He had his own sort of squad.
So my favorite episode this season was Morality Complex because it seemed like this one where they went to all different places, the high school.
Oh yeah.
I was trying to think. What was your favorite episode, or how was that filmed?
Watch this.
That was yours.
John liked that episode because he was on the bridge in the captain's chair. No one else was there, so I didn't have to do everybody's coverage. So it was perfect.
That's right.
But you guys were on the planet. I was just trying to figure that out.
That was fun because honestly, we shoot in the studio so much. So that episode was very heavy locations, which was kind of nice for a change, But I don't know, my favorite. Are you asking our favorite episode?
Yeah.
I have some sort of connection with the Tale of Two Chopas, which I think part of the thing was because when I read it, I didn't know where we were going with it. And then where it did go, I thought was really beautiful.
Really powerful.
Yeah,
powerful. So I don't know, but the thing for me with this season is every episode is like a mini movie that touched me personally in a way or made me feel a certain way, and then also playing Tala in a certain way. long time, and unfortunately with pandemics and COVID and all that, we got through it safely.
I was just going to ask you about that. The production of season 3 had a lot of delays with COVID, a delay moving from Fox to Hulu. What was it like as performers dealing with those breaks, and are you happy with the changes in terms of like the expanded episode lengths, things like that? Do you think that has enhanced the show?
I think the fact that we can tell longer stories is pretty dope.
Yeah.
And we can kind of touch on a lot of things. And again, you see the production quality. It's like we're shooting movies every episode. I think as an actor, it was a little tough because there's some stuff we shot pre-pandemic and then a year later.
Yeah.
So you gotta sort of stay in shape. She had a whole new person. She had a baby. So between the
I
season.
went home to run my lines for the next day. They called us off. 3 months later, I got pregnant. I remember having to call the producers and let them know. But at that point, we still didn't know if we were going back next month, and it ended up being I had a full pregnancy.
And a baby.
And a baby. And then went back to work when she was 3.5 months old.
Yeah.
It was wild.
That's kind of what I have.
What do you guys
Sorry about that. That's a wrap. They have to get going to their panels. So we gotta start.
What I was going to